Hey everyone, welcome to the live replay. It's October 23rd. I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything set up over here. We are gonna be finishing Ivy's journal today. We've got just a few yearly pages left. Hey Amber. Welcome here, you guys. I am just starting up here. Okay, let me remember what pages we even need to do yet. Year in pixels, monthly highlights, a book tracker, and a health tracker. Perfect. Yes, Robin, I literally started like a minute ago or less. You are early as they come. Okay. Yay, welcome here, you guys. We have just a few more pages left to do in Ivy's journal. So if you weren't here yesterday, we did her future log yesterday, but we haven't done any of her other yearly spreads. And I'm sure that we can finish them tonight, but we'll see if we actually do. Oh, and Kelly. Sorry, I'm not sure if you prefer to be called Kelly or Kelly Joe, but we can pack up your journal tonight too. I've got your order open on my computer, so we can just jump into that. Thanks, Amber. Yeah, I'm hoping that Ivy likes it. Kelly's good? Okay. I'm gonna do white gel pen on this side of the page, but not the other one yet. I don't wanna smush things. You're ready whenever? Okay, cool. Let me just do this white gel pen then, and then we can do it right away. Hey, Emily. Oh, no, it's not quite ready. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab your journal for you. Don't let me forget to do the white gel pen on the left side of the second future log page, because that is just waiting for the other page to dry. Okay, so Kelly ordered a Glacier Blue journal. This is one of the empty journals, not a pre-order, so that's why we're gonna pack it up tonight. This is one of 2 empty journal orders that I have right now that don't contain a pre-order, so if you're the other one, Charlene, let me know that too, because I would love to mail out your journal this week instead of making you wait until next week when all the craziness of packing up pre-orders starts. Okay, let me read here. Name Jenna across the middle of the page horizontally, colors, aqua blues, blue pom-pom, books, and a letter J in white. Okay. Let's start there. I feel like this should be dry. Aw, thanks, Courtney. I'm glad to be live. All right. Set this aside for a sec. We're gonna do Kelly's order here. Move my heat press out of the way. All right, so Kelly, you said blue pom-pom. I've got 2 different blues. So I'm going to pull out the book for you and your letter, and then you can choose which blue pom-pom you want to pair with that. Or I guess there are 3 colors of books. So I'm going to assume blue, but it doesn't have to be blue. Okay, and then what color of letter? Oh yes, white, J. Okay. There's none in there, but I do have another bag of white letters. Let me just open that for you and dig around until I find a J. And Kelly, if you already know which colors you want, you can say number 1 or number 2 for the pom-pom, and then green, blue, or pink for the book. But I'll dig around for the J so that you can see how they actually look together. Okay, there we go. So I would put this one on the same ribbon as the book, and then the pom-pom would be on its own. Whatever goes good together. Okay, and I haven't even used them now because I haven't been packing orders this week, but I tried getting some split rings like you guys said, and I want to try them out. Okay, do you want me to choose, Kelly, or like a vote, or do you want to choose your pom-pom? If it's me choosing, I would choose blue book But the pom-pom, I really love both of them here. Honestly, it's kind of easier to tell which one you like when you see the bookmark, because the bookmark's a little bit of a different, like it's a bit deeper. Okay. Let me try these split rings. Wow, I haven't put charms onto anything in over 2 weeks, I realize, because of being away on holidays. And then this order, or this week, having no normal journal orders to pack, just pre-orders, which I can't do yet this week. Okay, so those of you who told me to get split rings, how do I use them? Can't really just pull them open like you can with a jump ring, can you? All right, who talked me into this? How do you do it? Do I need to use my fingers for this? I feel like I'm gonna break a nail. Okay, pause. Oh, thanks for being here, Lisa. Okay, let's choose the blue book. And someone can feel free to explain split rings to me if anyone knows. Oh my goodness, 230 people here. Welcome here, you guys. I just closed my little screen and can actually see you all. I just started, so thank you guys for finding me so quick. I've been using jump rings, but the tiny problem with that, here, let me show you on here, is that these ribbon crimps are just like paper thin. So even if I don't leave a gap when I'm closing up the jump ring, sometimes they'll just kind of loosen themselves a little bit over time. And then I've had a couple people whose charms have fallen off. So some of you guys suggested split rings, and I'm just opening them for the first time, and I don't even know where I'm supposed to start with these. Like, how do you open this? It's like coiled so tight. I don't want to completely deform it, but I feel like that's the only way that I could do it. So I'm gonna have to use just normal ones unless someone knows. I can go like watch a tutorial afterwards or something. Which blue do you guys think? Let me start a quick poll here. Just a 1 minute poll, 2 options. So we're looking for a pom-pom to pair with this journal. She's gonna have a white J and a blue book on one ribbon. And then on the other ribbon, she needs a pom-pom. So this one here is option 1. This one's option 2. But how do I slide it on, Eve? Like, how do I open it even enough to slide the thing on? Do I need to do that with my fingers, or am I just missing something? Go ahead and put your votes in that little blue and white clipboard icon under my name. That's the poll. So if they're in the comments, TikTok won't tally them up. You got to put them in the poll itself, so that TikTok will count them for you. Tweezers, you think? Okay. The other solution that you guys recommended for the jump rings was to put a dot of glue. Well, yeah, but Kaylee, because they're so small, I can't even like get my finger in there like I would on a keychain. I know that they look just like keychain rings. I'm not, yeah, confused about that part. I'm just confused about like how to actually open it enough to get the charm on without breaking my fingernail, because it's so tiny. You know, it doesn't have as much give as a keychain ring. What in the world? Option 2, 1. Alrighty. Option 2 it is. I do have more option 2s. I just haven't put them into my drawer here yet. Oh no, actually, this is even a different option. Whoops, I didn't realize that. My nose pliers. You mean these ones? This is the most nose plier-esque thing that I have. One side of my plier in. It's just like so tight to the other one. I can't even. just push the metal piece in. I could maybe push the ribbon crimp in, but my charms are so bulky. Okay, I need to practice or watch some videos or something because this, as of right now, this is not clicking. I can't get them open at all. So let's just do these. I know that it's like a mini key ring, but I can't just, like, I just can't get it open. You know, like even my fingernail doesn't fit under there and they're so tightly wound that I'm having a hard time gripping them with pliers. I don't know if it's just me or if it's the split rings that I got, but I need to see them in action to know if it's actually possible. Purple one just doesn't really get a lot of grip. I'll have to practice. Has anyone used a split ring? Because I understand the concept. It's not that. I'm questioning now that I have them if it's even possible with such a tiny, tightly wound split ring to do what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm pretty good at putting keys on a keychain, but this is not the same thing. Like, it's the same concept, but it's not as easy as it is on a bigger scale where you can actually like grip things and move them. Thanks, Shiloh. Oh, they make special pliers to open them. Oh. Well, then that's what I'm missing. All right, there's her pom-pom and book and J. No, Lindsay, we're gonna finish that in a sec. I've had this order sitting in my dock here for a couple days, maybe even a week already, Kelly. I'm sorry it took so long. Okay, name Jenna across the page horizontally, aqua blues, just seeing if there's any other notes that apply to that. Okay, I think we're good. So Jenna in aqua blues. Let me swatch a couple blues for you, Kelly. And you can let me know which one you like the most. Are you thinking like a deep aqua or a lighter aqua? I'm gonna be honest, aqua is not my strongest suit here in like as far as what kinds of markers I have. So I'm gonna swatch what I've got that could be in the realm of being called aqua, and you let me know which one you like. 1, 2, actually maybe I'll show it to you next to the journal. You can see how they look. You're fine with any? All right, well, I'm gonna swatch them anyway so that I can see them next to each other. Because I know aqua blue is like more like bluey green, but unfortunately most of the bluey greens that I have are like more of a teal. Like they're a little bit more like deeper and dustier than what I would think of when I think of aqua. So like that's a dark one. And did you want doodles with that as well? I know you just said Jenna across the middle of the page horizontally. Oh, I see, where you listed theme. Zoo animals with jungle vines intertwined with a name as well. Okay, so maybe I'll do the jungle vines in like this darker kind of aqua-ish one. And then I'll use maybe number 2, I think, for the lettering. I feel like that would work. All right, across the page horizontally. And I'm always like quadruple checking my spelling these days. So this Jenna is J E 1 N and then A. And I'm gonna have to go on Pinterest for zoo animals because jungle vines intertwined with the name. Okay. Well, I can do some vines. Oh yeah, thanks, Lindsay. It's mostly impatience, but confidence is a nicer idea. Hey, Alex. Hope you can still read the name well enough. Maybe I should add like a black drop shadow or something to the Jenna part. Make it a little bit more obvious. Okay, and then zoo animals with jungle vines intertwined. Okay, well, animals. Definitely not my strongest of suits here, but let's go to Pinterest and see if Pinterest can help me. Zoo animal doodles. Is this bright enough? Yeah. Zoo animal doodles. That's helpful. Oh, oops. But I need a monkey. Or some of these little guys just poking up from the bottom. That might be better, actually. But then she wanted a monkey hanging from the name. Okay, let's do that little guy. Okay, perfect. just pull up my reference pictures here. I'll start with the monkey because that's the for sure animal. So I'm gonna use my browns here. All right, and we'll do his little tail, I think, hanging right here over the A. And then he's got his little bum and legs. This is what Pinterest is telling me a hanging monkey looks like, so. Let's see if it looks right. His little head. Monkey ears. And then his arms hanging down. Okay, and then I gotta color in. So his face has its own color. And then his body. All right, I'll add a little bit of shading to that yet. But we'll just start at this point. I'll give him a face later when I'm giving all the other animals their faces. Okay, you said giraffe. Let me grab a yellow. And we'll put a little giraffe right over here. We'll make him pretty tall, naturally. They're just gonna be sticking up from the bottom like that one Pinterest picture, because that was cute and I need a reference photo, so that's the one I'm using. Okay, so this part. There's our giraffe so far. He will have a face. Okay, and then maybe for the last one, maybe like a lion. Does that sound good? Get a lighter yellow for his face. Where's my lighter yellow? I just used it earlier today. All right, so he's got kind of a U-shaped head with ears at this point, and nose. I'll make his nose the same color, but then just outline it with a darker yellow so that I can differentiate. The bottom part of his nose, though, will be brown. And then we'll have his body, but I gotta do his mane. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Glad you like it. Okay. Oh, Anderson, that sounds so cute. The only thing that I don't like about doodling for work is that, well, and just journaling in general, is that I just never journal for my own kids and stuff, because all of my time is spent thinking about journals and doodles and doing journals and doodles for other people. So when I have time to do other things, I don't really want to do that for my kids. But it's a very cute idea. Maybe one day I will just suck it up and do it. All right, where's my monkey one here? Okay. Like the lion needs a mouth. He didn't have a mouth on the picture that I was using, but all the other ones have a mouth, so he needs one. Okay, and then I feel like I need some kind of sparkly doodle or something. Maybe not. But what should I do about the Jenna to make it more obvious what it says? Do you think it's readable, or should I change something? Just because the vine kind of takes over. Drop shadow. Outline the name in black. Just another layer. An outline. Line, drop shadow. Oh, Kelly likes it. We're gonna leave it. This is Kelly's order. So let's just leave it there then. Okay, and Kelly, let me write your thank you card here. Thank you so much for another order, Kelly. I appreciate your support. And I love that you guys like the journals enough, like, not only to use them for yourself, but also to get them as gifts. I just think that's so sweet. Okay, what am I looking for here? Oh yeah, your cover design. Cover design. My college days with a zoo animal. That's what you're looking for? Oh, good, Jess. Yes, the Tombow Fudenosuke's are awesome. It does take a little bit to get used to using them, but they are very versatile with a zoo animal. Okay, sounds good. I am going to do the gold foil for you tomorrow afternoon, Kelly, and then get Jenna's journal in the mail tomorrow before the drop-off point closes. Thank you so much for your order. And like I was saying before, Charlene, sorry, I was reading a different order while I said that. Charlene is the only other non-pre-order order that I have in my queue right now. So if you're Charlene and you have an order that could be packed today, please let me know. I feel like I want to pack that for her so that it gets sent off before the weekend and doesn't get kind of caught up in the busyness of starting the pre-made journals next week. Because yes, I think I saw this question just recently. The pre-made journals that were in the pre-order phase for a while there are now officially launched. So, well, sorry, not now. I'm trying to... I need to stop reading one thing while talking about another thing. The pre-order journals will be launching on Monday. I have them here. I'm quality checking. I'm preparing my studio. My studio is not equipped to be handling this volume. So we're doing an IKEA trip this weekend. And yeah, just figuring things out for before we actually start production on these. But that will be Monday. So I want to get the empty journals dealt with before then. Let me see here. I'm just reading Charlene's. Charlene and stacked. Okay, I feel like we could do Charlene's on our own. So if Charlene doesn't come tonight, she was very clear in her description. Like sometimes they're a bit more vague, sometimes they're very clear, and Charlene's was definitely clear. So we'll do her order later tonight, even if she is not available, so that I can send it to her tomorrow and she doesn't have to keep waiting for it. So Amber, I am not 100% sure of that yet, because I would love to say like, I'll do it whenever you're here, but just like the volume of orders that I have, I don't think that works. So I want to have like a schedule that I'll post on Instagram for which orders are going to be packed on which days, at least until I'm caught up with the number of pre-orders. You know, like if I get myself back to a point where orders are fully caught up, I can just pack them right when you order them. That's different. But while I'm dealing with the pre-orders, I'm going to have kind of a schedule for the week, which orders will be packed on which days. And I'm not sure, I might be able to accommodate if you're like, I can't make it today, but I can make it on Thursday. I would love to say, yes, I will be able to accommodate, but it just depends on how many messages like that I'm getting and how much juggling I'm having to do. Again, just because it's just me, it's going to be hard to balance everything just as it is. So I want to be as flexible as I can, but I don't want to guarantee anything. Kelly, I officially broke 100 pre-orders 2 days ago. So now I've got 100 and some. I'm not sure of the exact number actually, but which is amazing. That's like more journals than I've sold pretty much all year until now. So I am so thankful for that, but that does mean a lot of work ahead. Okay, so let's continue on with Ivy's yearly spreads. Thank you, Kelly. I know, I'm so thankful, you guys. Yes, over 100, Nikki. And I will continue posting the replays, so even if you can't make it there when your journal is actually being personalized, I hope that you can. But even if you can't, you will be able to at least watch the replay. I'm trying to, I didn't even know you could pause a TikTok live, but now I paused my TikTok live. I need to see. Oh no, now I'm just sitting still, so it looks like it's paused, but it's just because I'm not moving. Okay, so next in Ivy's journal, we're gonna do year in pixels and then a health tracker, which are gonna have the same layout. So we'll just count the same spacing here for both of them. Let me grab it. Yes, thank you guys. It is very incredible. I am so grateful because yeah, at the beginning of this year, like I had kind of just let my bullet journal side hustle go. Like I was really into it in like 2021, 2022 before I had my kids. And then I tried pivoting this way, that way, the other way ever since having kids, and nothing was really gaining traction. And so this year I just kind of in March on a whim was like, maybe I should try going live on TikTok. And I was kind of embarrassed about it because it was like, well, nobody actually cares about my journals. Like, why should I start going live? But it has completely changed the trajectory of my business. Like last year, I sold probably 50 journals in the whole year. And now I've sold 100 journals that are just pre-orders. Like people can't even actually get their hands on them yet, which is just incredible. And I'm so grateful for you guys. Oh yes, sorry, MG Price, the custom is unavailable. That is a full, every single page drawn by hand, 192 pages type of deal. I only open one of those at a time. They're very limited. I won't have another one until sometime in 2026. It's just the pre-made journal. And then you can choose your personalizations to add on to that. So you can do, like you saw the name page that we just did, that comes with a pre-made journal or an empty journal. You can choose that personalization. The charms, the cover design, those are all things that you can add on to one of the other journals, but a full custom is not available at this moment. Felicia, these are the ones that I was giving in the journal kits. They're unbranded. I just bought them in bulk. They are very similar to the Muji gel pens, which is why I like them, because I've been a Muji gel pen user for years. Will you post the time? Yes, I will post it to my Instagram stories, and I'm wondering if I should even start. I have never ever used Discord in my life. I just remember that like a month ago maybe, some of you guys were talking about how we should have a Discord or something like that, like some kind of, you know, like instead of just me posting it to my stories, it like comes to you guys in like the form of like a text message basically, you know? I'm wondering if I should do something like that for this season anyways. Okay, so February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Discord. Yeah, see, I've never used Discord, so I'm not really sure how different it would be from like those Instagram, what are they called, communities or something? I've never used one of those either, but I've seen them just on my feed. So I have a little bit of a better idea of what that looks like, but yeah, so I'm wondering if I should do something like that. I really haven't put enough thought into it. Exactly, Alex. That's basically where I'm at. The only reason I know about it is because you guys were talking about it a while ago that we should have a Discord. I changed the way I want to do this. I'm going to do that higher so that I can put the months of the year in white gel pen up there. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Put all my stuff away because my husband and I were trying to film some ads yesterday. I haven't really ever run paid ads, but I know that some of my competitors run a ton of ads and it seems to be working for them because their sales are blowing up. So we were trying to film some ads, but I put everything in my desk into different spots just to get them out of the shot. So I'm like hunting for everything. I am not sure if there's a way for you to amend your order. I could just straight up cancel it for you and then you could change it. I'm very new to Shopify. I know on Etsy there's not a way to amend. That's the platform I'm more used to. I would be surprised if there was a way to amend on Shopify. I just can't even picture, you know, what that would look like. We are working on her year in pixels spread. And then this will be a health tracker. So they both need the same sort of layout. What do you guys think I should do for the lettering? Maybe I should do a vote. Yeah, Stevie did cancel. And I was actually having that conversation with my husband this afternoon. Like, I don't know what to do because since I opened the pre-orders, every day I've been having people like, oh, I need to change this about my order. I need to change that about my order. And I totally understand and I do it and I'm flexible, but it's just getting like really awkward how like every order is like manually amended by like me just adding a couple notes here and there. And so I'm trying to figure out, yeah, if I can, I don't know, a better way to manage that kind of stuff. What did I put a poll up for? Oh yeah, right. Okay, so we're trying to choose text. So we need our title, year in pixels, and then text for key as well. So we've used 2 types of text already. Option 1 is going to be to keep the headings kind of the same level. So year in pixels in calligraphy, key in stamps. Option 2 is going to be year in pixels and stamps, key in calligraphy. Okay, so we're not going to add an extra font. It's just these two. It's just deciding where to put it. So option 1, calligraphy, then stamps. Calligraphy, then stamps. Option 2, stamps, then calligraphy. That's exactly what I thought of first, Bear, is that I could make a listing just for the add-ons, like if you forgot something. But then the only thing is, it wouldn't be like a physical product to fulfill. So my shop would automatically mark it as completed, and then whatever information you put there wouldn't be tied to your other order, you know? It would be in a completed order. That's the snag that I ran into with that plan, because that's exactly what I thought of, like adding a separate listing for like, oh, you forgot something, you can just tack that on here. But I'm not really sure how I would do that. Yes, we do this all by hand. We're actually just at the end of this journal doing the yearly pages here. Which one won? Option 1? Okay. Sounds good. I'm not going to do color changing. I feel like that would just be a lot, because it will be year in pixels and then health tracker. That's just a lot of letters. What if you were a customer support email? How much for the Inkme? Well, it's just Mandy. So if somebody wants to add something, there's no way for me to charge you after you've already paid, you know, unless I send you a separate listing to buy a different product that's like an add-on. But again, then they're two detached products, one of which will automatically be marked as completed. Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. Yes, so there is a way that I can add a note, Bear, which is what I've been doing. But yeah, it's just, oh, it wouldn't be a hassle for me to cancel and you replace your order if you want to. But yeah, I have been adding manual notes for everyone who's been messaging me, but they're in a different section from all the other customizations. So I'm already nervous that, like, you know, as I get going, like I was saying, I've never dealt with this volume of orders before, and it's just me. So I'm nervous that as I get going, like with the notes out here in this section and the customizations chosen in this section, I'm just worried that I'm going to, you know, like either forget to account for someone's note or like mix and match, you know, I don't know. But yes, that's the system that I'm using right now. Just adding a note, and it works, but I wish it could be better, you know? Okay. Alrighty. Let's just write these headings. I'm thinking green for the lettering. Year. Gotta make this pretty small for this type of marker, because I don't usually do such long titles in this thick of marker. And then this one is health log. Year in pixels, yeah, so you can make yourself a key. So you could do it like topically, like choose a specific topic, like year in pixels for the weather, and a red square means it was, you know, plus 30 degrees Celsius. An orange square means 20 to 30, you know, like you can do it on a specific topic. Or you can just do like kind of a giant mood tracker for the year. That's most often what people will do in a year in pixels page. So you could have like amazing day, sick day, frustrated day, whatever. Make yourself a key like that, and then use it to track your mood for the year. All right, I'm gonna do the key on, I think, like a piece of note paper, and then maybe have some plants or ivy coming up from the side over here. Actually, I might do plants. I feel like the ivy was very cute on the other page, but we don't really need doodles on the top on this one because the top is so full of text. But I feel like it would still fit together with like just some little potted plants or something. Or should I just do like loose leaves? Maybe I'll do a potted plant. Sorry if I've been missing your questions. Oh, the charms. I can show you my charms. So, these are my current charms. I am changing them up fairly often because I just can't stop adding more charms to my card, but this is what I've got right now. Letters of the alphabet. By default, I've got gold, white circles, pink, black, and gold heart lockets. Some letters don't have all of those varieties still in stock right now. I've got these little accent stars, colored stones, and diamonds. Just little like accent charms. Hey, Haley. Then we've got lemons, strawberries, mushrooms, blueberries, one more of these leaves, but I replaced them with, I feel like, even cuter leaves. Whoops. Some flowers. They come in white, that deep reddish pink, and then, oh, there was light pink. Are those all gone? Okay, I guess the light pink is gone. Whoops. Okay, and then a bunch of pink bows, gold bows, white enamel crosses, these leaves that I showed you, one more little turtle guy, a bunch of different shells, butterflies in 5 different colors, ladybugs, little bees, a variety of moths. And then down in this one, I have just very assorted charms in different colors. Then I've got these cute little gold paw prints over here. And I have 4 types of dogs, 4 types of cats, little vintage teddy bear charms, cameras, coffee, 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 more cameras, books, and colored books. Stevie, I think I know which one you have in your head. And then the bottom drawer is the pom-poms. So there is a pom-pom that matches perfectly with each journal, and then there's a bunch of other colors as well. All right, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I need to make the key. I need to finish the lettering, adding the drop shadow and the, we were filming last night, trying to get some ads ready, and my camera stand was bumped. And whenever that happens, I have such a hard time getting it to actually show the whole journal in one frame. Yes, Timothy. Oh, no, Stevie, I think I know which charm you want. That's what I said. And I'm going to use it on mine. Just kidding. Okay, so you wanted to see the yearly spreads. You were asking me that on Instagram, weren't you? And I keep meaning to film a reel where I like talk through them, but I have like 200 drafts in my drafts folder right now, just waiting to be posted. So I'm not super motivated to do extra reels. Okay, so the yearly spreads, a name page here. This one I intended to be like a title and kind of setting the mood for the year. So like 2026, maybe like a word of the year, a couple quotes or something about the year, or at the end of the year, you could write like kind of milestones or highlights from the year, something like that. Then we've got a 4-page future log. So you can either write some dates in here, like birthdays in here, other things over here, or you can draw a calendar in here, or just use this to like draw like, you know, a number 1 for January, whatever. I was trying to make it pretty versatile, but pretty done for you. You know what I mean? Then we've got 2 year in pixels. So just like what we're making for her here, you could use one as a health year in pixels, one as fitness, one as weather, one as mood, like a rate my day sort of thing. Use one as a period tracker, whatever. Same thing, just give it a little topic here and then a key. An about me page. Then we have a goals spread. Oh yes, Kelly, let me do that after we're done flipping through this. Then we have a when did I last page over here, and then Tetris trackers. And the Tetris trackers are kind of similar to these ones. Except for these are a daily thing. So like you would write, if you're starting your journal right in January, you'd put a J up here for January, then February, March, April, whatever. And then each day you have one box to fill. Whereas the Tetris one, whenever you do something that correlates with that shape. So if you're doing like fitness Tetris, and this is like go to a Pilates class or whatever, whenever you do that, you color in that shape and you're trying to fill the little Tetris game here. That's the difference between the 2 tracker types. Bookshelf that you can color in. Favorite books of the year. Movies, and then a playlist spread. These ones are more fun, a little less functional, but lots of you guys wanted them. The about me page, yes. It's just a fun little like time capsule piece, you know, like I hope that this journal is something that you'll use not only like as your daily planner, but also something that you'll keep, you know, like you'll paste in, you know, movie tickets, we went to the movie that day, or like maybe some pictures or something. And so this is one of those things when you're looking back, it's like, okay, what was I listening to? What kinds of things did I like? You can doodle yourself, which I just thought would be fun. And then just a couple sort of stats about yourself there. Then we've got 2 bingo trackers, and these are, again, just kind of a way of making tracking fun. So this could be like a self-care bingo, and you'll do like book a spa day, or do a social media detox weekend or whatever. Fill this all in, and then when you do those things, you can put a sticker, you can color it in, whatever. Just try to black out your bingo board by the end of the year. Or like book bingo, and do like either a certain author, certain book, certain genre, whatever. The when did I last page? Yes. When did I last is probably my favorite yearly page. Aside from the future log, I feel like that's just essential. But so over here, this is going to be, again, you can do it topically. So I will often have one for like just general tasks, and then one for housekeeping, like chores. So you can put your heading here. And then again, if you're starting in January, do JFM for all the different months of the year. And so you can write your thing like get an oil change. And then what I do is I use a light color and I put a circle or a dot in whatever month I'm supposed to do that. And then once I do it, I just put a slash through it. Or if I need to move it to the next month, I'll draw an arrow to the next month kind of thing. So this page and the future log are the pages that I refer to when I'm setting up like a new month in my journal, you know, so then I'll flip over here, see what events I have that month, and then I'll flip over to my when did I last page. It's like, okay, which big picture tasks do I need to focus on completing this month, you know? So yeah, I always have like getting my ring cleaned, changing out my contacts because I often go too long, getting an oil change. For the house, I'll have the more rare chores like, I don't know, floorboards or like decluttering certain areas of the house. Or one thing that I like to do as well is decluttering my phone pictures. I'll put that on here. Is TikTok glitchy? I'm sorry, you guys. What's going on with that? Let me just check and make sure my Wi-Fi is all. Okay, that glitch was because I was checking my Wi-Fi. How's it looking for you guys now? Can you see me moving it? Jenny hasn't had problems. So glitchy. Okay, well, if so many of you guys are having a glitch, that makes me think that it's maybe on my end or something. Better, better. Oh, okay, good now. Oh, I don't know what I did. All I did was check my Wi-Fi. Okay, well then let's carry on here. So yeah, those are all the different tracker types in the yearly spreads. Oh, it's everyone on TikTok. Oh, could rap whenever. Well, that'll be a blessing for your ears. Okay, my rap name, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, and then this page here, these 4 pages are kind of like blank pages. They just don't have a heading, but I did leave 12 large sticky notes. So my thought here was that you could use this kind of however you want, but if you want to use it for some kind of monthly thing, you could use it for that, you know, so like writing in a monthly highlight or writing in like a verse or a quote each month, something like that, doodling a little picture, highlight of the month, whatever. Yes, Laura, tomorrow, actually one of my tasks tomorrow is to film a YouTube video flip through of the entire thing, talking about how I use all the different spreads. Sorry about that, Tina. And then post that to YouTube and link to it from my Instagram in like a highlight so that you can really easily get there. But yeah, those are all the yearly pages. Then I have 8 completely blank pages in case you have extra pages that you want to add. Like for me, I'm going to add my massive cleaning tracker. And I'm not sure what else I'll add, but for sure I use like 2 to 4 pages for a big cleaning tracker. And then we get into the monthly spreads. Is that good? Is that what you wanted to see, Timothy? Okay, no problem. You are welcome. Let's do some, oh, budget, yes. So yeah, and lots of those pages, like I did put a poll in my stories for like, if I should fill those pages with something, what would it be? And it was a pretty even split for like budgeting pages, cleaning pages, and I forget what else. I think maybe another reading page, but I didn't really want to do another reading page because like, I don't know, not everyone reads and there's already 2 of them. So I decided to just leave them blank and then let you do what you want with them. Aw, thanks you, Chelsea. Markers for coloring or for like writing tasks or what? So for coloring, I like to recommend the Crayola Super Tips. You can get the big pack of 100, very affordable, tons of colors, and they're just really great quality, especially if you're just getting used to like calligraphy and coloring and stuff. They're not as hard to learn with as like a more soft brush pen sort of situation. But yeah, and then for writing, I don't really have a specific recommendation. These days I just use like that off-brand Muji gel pen that I showed you guys, or that you asked about earlier. But just whatever you like to write with should be fine. Yes, Stephanie, the pre-orders, well, so I'm going to start packing them next week, but I'm going to be packing them in the order in which the orders were placed. So if you placed your order now, unfortunately, it will take me probably a couple of weeks to get to it because, like I was saying, I've been very blessed to have lots of orders. But yes, I feel like they should make it there by Christmas no matter what, even if you do just order now. But yeah. The pen I'm using right now is the Tombow Fudenosuke, and it's actually just a hard tip calligraphy pen. I don't usually use it for like normal writing or even like fine tip drawing, but they are very versatile and good to have if you're just getting started. But honestly, for the pre-made journal, you don't need to be doing a lot of like calligraphy because I've done it for you. I mean, I have plenty of opportunities for you to trace calligraphy, but that wouldn't be with such a small marker. That would be perfect for the Crayola Super Tips. Where's my 05? Oh, right. I put them all away. Oh, the pixels. Yeah, so the urine pixels, you give yourself a key. It could be, this one is going to be for like mood sort of things. So like awesome day, sick day, frustrated day, angry, whatever. And then each month, so I'm going to write, you know, January through December up here with white gel pen when I go do all my white gel pen. And then each day has a box. You color it in according to how that day was. That's the year in pixels. And like I was saying earlier, you can use it for different topics. Like a health log is basically a health year in pixels. You can do it for like the weather, fitness tracking, whatever. I used to do it for like tracking my sleep. Period tracker is another common one. So you can use the same format for tracking pretty much anything on a yearly scale. Yes, sorry, KT. I did see your question. I just was focused on something else. Yeah, we cover it up. I make plenty of mistakes, unfortunately, in these journals. So if it's small, I'll cover it up with white gel pen. If it's bigger, I'll cover it up. Oh, thank you so much for your order. With like taping in paper sometimes. We just get creative, but there's always a way to cover it up. Okay, here in pixels. Health log. Yes, I will absolutely do a flip through tonight before I end. Oh, no problem, KT. That's what I recommend anyways, because I often will be just like looking down at my page or talking about a different comment. So I don't mean to ignore comments, but inevitably some of them get lost and the chat moves pretty quick sometimes. So I don't bother scrolling through everything because not everything is like needing an answer from me specifically, you know? So I do just appreciate it when people ask the question again. Ariana, the full customs, so I always like to preface this, I will not have another full custom journal available until sometime in 2026. They are very limited and very pricey. So they are not the best option for most people. For most people, the pre-made journal is going to be your best option if you're looking for a like hand-drawn and still relatively customizable journal. But yeah, when they are in stock, they are in the hundreds, depending on how many months you get, what currency you're talking, if you're using a discount code, whatever. So yeah, that's I guess the answer is they're in the hundreds, but maybe don't hold your breath for them just because I don't know when I'll next have one available. And they do go pretty quick. This one was sold, like Ivy got it in less than a minute from when it launched, and she was in the middle of a Costco sitting with her phone like refreshing every second until she got the journal. So it's a little bit intense to get one of these days. Allie, so the journals that I use are the journals that I sell in my shop. Ink does not leak. They are 160 GSM, but that is water-based ink. If you're using alcohol ink, like alcohol markers, that won't work in any bullet journal, no matter how thick. But as long as you're using water-based ink, 160 GSM should be plenty to make sure that your markers don't leak or bleed through. In my own journal here, did a test. This is, puzzle piece. Oh, okay, your question literally saved my life. I almost got kicked out. Okay, there we go. This is me doing 6 different layers of a very pigmented color, and you can see that there is no bleeding, or even really like, if you hold it up against the light, you can kind of see it, but they're super hefty. You shouldn't have any trouble with that. Cover options. You know what? I actually don't remember. I just made a list and put it on the listing, and then I'm gonna figure it out when people start ordering them. I just listed a bunch of doodles that I thought I could reasonably do and that people might want on a cover, and I haven't actually tried them yet, so we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna do January, March, April, May, June, July, August. Thank you so much for your order. December. Oh yes, Nikki. That's a good thought. Okay, we're almost done this page here. We are getting so close to the end of this journal. Thanks, Timothy. All right, done with this spread here. I do want to let all of that white gel pen dry before I keep moving on. So I think I'm going to just kind of chip away at Charlene's order. Charlene, if you're here, let me know. But if not, Charlene was very clear and descriptive in her instructions. So I'm confident that we can give her a journal that she'll love. So for her charms, she wanted a bee and then a pink butterfly or a moth. So the bee is just tiny like this. As far as pink, oh, screenshot for Kelly. Thank you. Sorry, Kelly, for taking like a million years to do that for you. Let me put that right in the middle. Oh, Ariana, I just never box the pixels. I don't use a ruler ever, so I think it would be a mistake if someone asked me to box their pixels. Did you get a screenshot, Kelly? Yes, the journals are a cloth cover and they come in 4 different colors. Allie, were you here when I was showing the pre-made journals, or are you thinking more of a blank one? Because I can show you your options. Let me grab one of each color here. The blank ones? Okay, they all come in one of each color, whether you're, or sorry, in 4 different colors, whether you're getting a blank one or a fully pre-made one. So we've got matcha, petal, glacier, and espresso. Yes, I do. I'm Canadian. I do ship to Canada very eagerly. Okay. Oh, thank you, Allie. Well, girl, no pressure at all, but if you do buy, please use my code LIVESTREAM. That will get you a discount. All right, no problem, Kelly. Thank you for your order again. The pre-made ones. Yes, I can show you the pre-made ones. Is there anything specific you want to see in them, or just kind of what they're all about? So yeah, they come in the same 4 colors that I just showed. There are 224 pages. I did all of them by hand, and they were all chosen by you guys on Instagram. So every month we did like a question box where people would give their ideas and then a poll to choose from those ideas. So let me show you some of my favorite. That's great, Nikki. I never watch anything not on 2x speed. So I feel like when people just talk at a normal rate, I'm like, you're talking wrong. I'm just so used to hearing everything at ×2 because that's like the only adult voices that I hear all day. Okay, yeah, so every month, Heavenly Flower, okay. Every month starts off blank. Forgot to put in the discount code. What was your order name under? Since we're right here. And then you just color it in. So that's my colored version for October. And so every month you've got a blank page to personalize. Use this for whatever you need. A 2-page calendar spread. This box doesn't have a heading. I just wrote that in. It's just kind of an open section for if you want a spot for like writing down appointments or focus for the month, goals for the month, notes, whatever. Bunch of different trackers, memories page, and then the weekly spreads, which I colored this one and used it last week. Will the pre-made bags have anything on them like yours does? The pre-made, do you mean these? Or was that a typo on bags? All the pre-made journals come in these little linen like envelope kind of things, and they have ribbons that match your journal. So if you get the brown one, you get that one. If you get the blue one, the green one, the pink one, etc. Etc. As I just listed all 4 options. Ignore the etc. That was all the options. Okay, thanks, Ariana. Oh, hey, Jessie, thank you. Oh, and thank you for your order. Okay, regarding global shipping, Canada Post is doing a rotating strike now. So they are accepting parcels. Things are moving a little bit slower, but I did open up global shipping on my, sorry, I'm trying to think of too many things at the same time, on my Shopify store. But Shopify's version of global still leaves out a lot of countries. So I'm thinking about putting the journals back on Etsy. I took them off because of all the shipping issues. But if I put them back, then global shipping will be no problem. Aw, thanks, Andrina. Thank you. Okay, so for Charlene's journal, she wanted a bee paired with a pink butterfly or moth charm. So since she's not here, we are going to take a vote for her because her order has been sitting here for about a week because I was gone last week. Normally I wouldn't let it sit that long, but she hasn't been able to come all week, and she was very nice and descriptive in her her requests. So let's do a quick poll. Sure, Anderson. Do you have, is there 7 options? I don't know if I've ever gone up that high, but yeah, Stevie, sorry. I mean, other than the US. The US is still off limits for like Canada Post and USPS because of the tariff stuff. So US orders would still have to come through Shopify, but other orders could go through Etsy. Oh, yes, it's just my name, Stephanie. Yep, sorry. 6 only? Okay, let me get rid of 1. So far, people have been saying 4, 6, or 7. 1 or 4. Okay, most people have been saying 4, 6, or 7. I'm gonna get rid of 3. What? To give us 6 options. These are the 6 options being paired with this bee. So choose the one that goes well with the bee. Personally, I would go a butterfly. I know you guys love the moths, but I adore those little glass butterflies. So if it's tied, I'm tipping the scales to be butterfly. I don't know which one. I actually really like both of them with the brown. But yeah, go ahead. Please put your votes up in the poll underneath my name. It's a little clipboard icon. That way TikTok will actually count it up for you. If it's just in the comments, it won't be counted. We used to dig through all the comments to do that, but it just didn't really make sense. So put it up in the poll. It's that little clipboard icon right underneath my name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's what I'm thinking too, Michelle. The moths are just like on the opposite end of the size spectrum. Sorry, I feel like the linen, like the pattern of it is making it like almost shimmery on the live. Hard to see what's going on. Number 2, do my eyes deceive me? Okay, I was nervous for a sec that one of the moths was gonna win. I like the moths, but I feel like they don't pair as well with this little cutie. Number 2 is the one I secretly wanted. But I think I might put them on separate ribbons, because I feel like the bee will kind of stick straight out because it's got a very small hole and the butterfly is a little bit bulky. So I'll do those on 2 separate ones. Thanks, Sammy. I haven't charmed in a while here. Feeling a little rusty. My bookish charms, Timothy, I have these little books in green, blue, and pink. So they kind of match the green, blue, and pink journals. And then this little tag that just says, I love books. So you could like stack them like that if you want to on the same ribbon. Those are my only bookish charms. I thought like that it would be easy to find bookish charms, but it was surprisingly difficult to find ones that actually looked nice and weren't like huge. You know, like keychain charms are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like charm bracelet charms. Yes, Stevie, show them off. I would love that. I'll share it every time. Okay, so we're gonna pause on Charlene's journal and jump back into Ivy's because I really want to finish Ivy's tonight. It's already 10 to 10. How did that happen? All right, let's tuck this away for a second and keep working on Ivy's now that the white gel pen is most certainly dry. That is priority tonight, is to finish Ivy's. I want to film the flip through tomorrow. Okay, so we need a book tracker and monthly highlights. Yeah, Anderson, I am going to be prepping for next week. Monthly highlights. Okay, so we're just doing a 2-page spread with 12 boxes where she can write in different things that happen each month. So I think I'm just gonna write highlights across the middle and then do the boxes. Let me just mark my highlights here, or the middle of the page. There we go. YMF, we chose this color palette yesterday. So we chose the color palette by just going with the flow, but now I'm sticking with it for all the yearly spreads. Sabrina, the pre-made ones I drew by hand on my iPad and then had them like printed in bulk. So yes, they are all of the above. Drawn by hand and then printed into 1,000 journals. Alrighty, let me do... No puzzle piece yet, thanks Mitzi. Misty, sorry. I'm not dyslexic, but you'd think I was right there. Alrighty. I started maybe an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I think about an hour and a half ago. All right, I'm trying to decide how I want to do the boxes here. I could do some ivy going off to the sides, maybe. It's neutrals was Ivy's prompt, and then we decided to add the plant Ivy to go with her name. All right, and then I'm just going to put boxes in here for each month. I think I'm just going to keep it super simple and maximize space. Let me think here. There we go. See you, Stevie. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to leave this page very open so that she can paste in pictures of each month. And then I'm going to stamp in the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, April, May, June, July, August. The monthly prompts. What do you mean by monthly prompts? June, July, August. Oh, the themes. Sorry. They are all listed on the listing itself. June, July, August, September, October, November. I would spew them all off right now, but I will certainly misspell a month if I do that. So I'm gonna hold back. September, November, December. All right, I'm gonna do a couple little sparkles and then add the highlights, and then we can move on to our last page. Well, other than I would do a title and a name page, but it's getting so late, I should really be going to sleep. I don't know what is all up with my baby right now, but yikes. He's usually a pretty good sleeper. He wasn't when he was little, but he's almost a year and a half now, so he's been great for the last little while. But last night he was awake from, well, my toddler, who also usually sleeps great, was awake from like midnight to 1. And then my baby was awake from 2 until 5 and then woke up for the day at 7. Yeah, I really should be going to sleep, but I really want to finish this because we're so close. Aw, no problem, Allie. Thanks for joining. The stream is glitching again. I do, Allie, yeah. Yeah, so far these have been the best white gel pens that I've had. Oh yeah, Melanie, I remember that stage, brutal. YMF, I do Monday to Thursday. Monday to Thursday. Yeah, Melanie, that's brutal. That's how it was with my first up until like 6 months in with my second. And finally, we decided to sleep train. We did a very gentle method, which actually worked, but it took a while. But he now sleeps through the night, which is amazing because, yeah, I hadn't slept through the night in like 2.5 years until we decided to do that. I can do a flip through. We've got 1 page left to do, and then I would do a yearly title and a name page, but I just want to, yeah. I can do a flip through. Sure, I'll do a flip through. Okay, so this is Ivy's 12-month journal for 2026. All she wanted on the cover was just Ivy 2026. Also, sorry, on the topic of the Languo gel pens, this will be the freebie in the pre-made journals. I just placed a massive order of these. So if you're planning to get a pre-made journal, you'll get one of these anyways. Okay, yeah, 12-month journal. Future log is her first yearly spread. She's got a 4-page future log, a year in pixels, and a health log. Monthly highlights. This is going to be a bookshelf or a book tracker. She didn't care which one. And then she's got 1 blank page before getting into the monthly themes. So we've got January. We did this little pastel galaxy theme. Ooh, from Dubai. I feel like we don't usually get people from Dubai. I mean, not people who say where they're from anyway. That's cool. Okay, yeah, so it's almost bedtime here in Canada. February, we've got Valentine's desserts. March is this cute little lemon theme with a Dutch door. And so Ivy, the customer who ordered this journal, she chose all the themes, all the pages, that kind of stuff, but we interpreted everything together here on TikTok. So all of these pages were done on TikTok Live. Ivy chose to have a brain dump every month, title page, a 2-page calendar with space for a check-in, just for like how she's doing emotionally, mentally that month, and then a big open 2-page memory spread where she can paste in pictures and junk journaling elements and just capture moments from the month. These are the weekly spreads. And again, for her weekly spreads, she just wanted the days of the week, a mini calendar with the week highlighted, and then a section for notes. Thanks, Patricia. April is a combination of 2 of her son's birthday cakes. She just sent a picture and then we kind of turned them into this little theme with teddies and dinosaurs. Shaylee, I've got 1 more yearly page and then I need to do like a title, a name page. I was hoping to finish tonight, but I'm not sure if I actually will. May, the prompt was duckies and rain. So this is what we did for May. Again, different weekly layout, but all the same features that she requested with the calendar, the notes, days of the week. Oh yes, also hi. June, we did Hawaii. That was her prompt. Yes, this is the last day this week, and next week we won't be working on a custom anymore. We'll be doing personalizations for all of the pre-made journals for the next however many weeks. So we will be doing still like name pages that will have themed doodles and stuff like that, but we won't be doing full months anymore for quite a while probably. July, the prompt was mermaid, so this is how we interpreted that. Aw, thanks, Anderson. I mean, Sarah. August, we did this little candle theme because the prompt was birthday. Today, Janice. I mean, if almost today, if not actually today. And if I don't quite actually finish it today, I don't know, maybe I'll just sneak it in Monday's live stream or something. Or maybe sometime middle of the week next week. I won't mail it off to her right away because I still want to film a flip through and take like pictures and reels with her journal, and she doesn't need it till 2026. So I'll hang on to it for a little bit for people who want to like see a flip through. Oh yeah, forgot to say, September is another one of my favorite months, mostly because of the lettering. Shaylee, they sent samples to me of the stamps, that were supposed to be here last week, which is when we were on holidays, and I have not seen them. We did have people checking our house, but I don't know if they like went missing off our porch or if they never actually made it, but the tracking makes it look like they made it here. So I'm a little bit confused about that, but the samples are done. I don't know what the ETA is going to be, especially in light of not knowing where the samples are, but yeah, they are nearing readiness to be launched. Fall was the prompt here for November. Oh, hey, Javaya. And then December, the prompt was Christmas. So this is what we've got. I got this, the Washi tape shop sent me a bunch of their rolls yesterday, and they have the cutest Christmas set. I know Ivy didn't want Christmas or stickers in her journal, but I feel like some of these would have matched so nice with hers. They sent me like so many fun ones. I never even know how to use washi tape these days, unfortunately, but I think they're so cute. Oh yeah, and then December we got creative with the weekly spreads because we ran out of pages, so they each have a little flip out. So you've still got the days of the week, the calendar, and then a bigger notes box. All right, and that's the journal. Let's finish this. Oh, she wanted a book page. And she didn't care if it was like a bookshelf or just like a reading log with like a section for the book title, author, and then rating. What do we think? I know bookshelf is more fun. It's also more work. Okay, fine, we'll do the shelf. Yeah. Okay, so let's do somewhere along here. We'll do 2 separate shelves because it's always awkward to do them going across the page, but also I don't want to just have a single page and then the next page blank because it would just look silly. Do you guys think I should just outline the books in black so that she can color them in to like match the color of that book's actual cover? Or I should do the books in color because everything else in the journal is in color, you know? I've done it both ways, just depending what people want, but Ivy didn't really have a preference for this. Maybe I should do a vote. Let's do a poll. Could one of my moderators start just a 2-option poll? The first option will be to just do a black outline of all the books. She can color them in. And I mean, either way, she'll get to write on the spines, but the first option is just a black outline. The second option would just be like a colored block for the book. So she'll still write on the spines, but everything will be in color, which will fit more with the theme. Like we haven't been doing any black outlining in this theme, but yeah, then she can't like color the books in to match the actual book. So let me know what you like. Option 1 is just the black outline, and then option 2 is colored books. Yeah, option 2 is colored. Oh, Timothy, custom journals in my lifetime, over 100. I think I have about, I'm trying to remember how many flip throughs I have on my YouTube channel. 80 some, maybe? But I didn't flip through all of them. I used to do 1 or 2 a week, and now I do 1 every like month or more. Okay, so option 1 was black lines. So let me start by doing black lines on the bookshelf, because if the books are going to be outlined, the bookshelf must be too. Yes, I guess as far as bullet journaling goes, I would be a veteran. Oh, did you, Timothy? I didn't used to have a journal business. Like, I didn't used to sell my own journals. I used to just do the customs, and I would use like journals from Michael's, and then I would do the customs and then post flip throughs on YouTube, and that was my whole thing. But then when I started having kids, I couldn't keep doing like 2 custom journals a week. So not only did I lose the income stream from like the custom journals, but also that was like all of the fodder for my YouTube channel. So I also kind of lost my YouTube income stream. And so I had to kind of reinvent how I do this. And for a couple years, I tried just shifting to digital bullet journaling because it is a lot less hassle, you know, not having to worry about inventory and actually personalizing things and stuff like that. But it didn't at all click with the audience that I already had. So I was like kind of fighting against the current to push content out to, you know, different people, and ultimately decided to just come back to physical bullet journaling, but focus more on like products instead of completely handmade things. Okay, I'm gonna put a little stack in the bottom here with, actually maybe just a single one. No, let's do another skinny one on top. And then we'll do a little potted plant or something. I'll color that in a sec. And then maybe somewhere on this page, I'll do like a globe. That's another good like bookshelf doodle. And I'll color these in. I won't color all the books in, but I will color those in. No puzzle piece. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Timothy. You know, that's been honestly the biggest game changer, has been the live streaming. You get so much more traction, at least I do, with live streaming compared to like posting content. And the content has never been my favorite part of like, you know, doing social media and online work as a side hustle. I always like creating the journals, but then posting content, I just kind of post whatever I can quickly do, instead of, yeah, I'm not great at that kind of thing. So the live streams have been a better fit for me and more successful in connecting me with the right people. I think so, Sabrina. I've never seen books like bigger than this in a bookshelf spread, I don't think. So hopefully this will be enough space for her. The customer chooses everything. So this was Ivy's journal. It's a 12-month journal and we're actually just finishing it up today. So if you guys are new here, you've missed 12 whole months in this journal. But yeah, Ivy chose every single theme, all the different pages, and we just put it together here on live. So no two journals that I've done are even close to being the same because every customer goes whatever direction they want. Seriously, Dee, it's the best. Like getting to make the journals, but not have to actually use it all the time. Just kidding. I find it so much easier though to make other people's journals. Like it's just lower stakes because they choose the themes. They already know what they like. I am always like frozen in indecision for my own themes. It usually takes me 4 to 6 weeks. I used to do like 1 or 2 a week, but that was before I had kids. Now that I've got kids, I do one every, I was doing 1 a month, and then fortunately my like other journal orders picked up quite a bit, but that did take away a lot of my custom bullet journal time. So this one has actually taken me almost 2 months with a little holiday in the middle. Okay, and then when she requested this page, she called it a book tracker, I want to say, right? I just want to put the same title as what she requested so that it matches. Yes, book tracker is what she asked for. So that's what we'll write on the top once we're done coloring all of this. I mean, we're not coloring in the books. That's what we voted on, was to leave the books blank so that she can color them to match the book itself as she reads it. Okay, so then let's do, I'm thinking color changing calligraphy again, because we've been kind of going with that theme. Would it be silly to mix green with the color changing instead of the really light one? Or what do we think? I did only green calligraphy here, or color changing between the 3 browns elsewhere. I'm trying to decide what to do up here. Maybe I'll take a poll. Is there a moderator who would like to start a poll for us? It can have, let's say, 3 options. Let's do 3 options. I do have greens that I could change colors with, but we haven't used them at all in this theme. Oh, whoops. Could one of you guys delete your poll? Sorry, it just gets confusing. Yes, they're Tombos. Okay. Option 1 is going to be stick with this calligraphy, the 3 browns from darkest to lightest. That's option 1. Option 2, oh no, both of them are gone, is to stick with the all green. Sorry, moderators, for the confusion. Option 2 is to stick with all green calligraphy. And then option 3 is to mix them together. I'm thinking I would maybe ditch the lightest one and put green in its place. So option 1, exactly like this, darker to lighter brown. Option 2, all green. Option 3, sub this color for green. Just wait until there's another poll up there. It won't be counted. There we go. Okay, that's the one. Jump on that poll. Option 1 was the brown color changing. Option 2 was just green. And then option 3 was to plop green right in here. And it's going to be, say, book tracker across the top. That's what she wanted for this page. And that's our last yearly page, other than I would do a title and I would do a name page for her. I just don't know if I have the stamina yet tonight, because it is past bedtime. Past the bedtime that I never stick to, but past it nonetheless. No worries, Jessie. I haven't been needing a lot of polls tonight, so you guys haven't been like, you know, needing to be aware of each other. No problem. I just want to see, I forget, I think I did 4 rows of books on the pre-made journals. But I don't know, I feel like they still have enough space to write. Oh no, I just did 3. I think in my original draft, I had a 4th shelf and then I got rid of it, but similar size, definitely writable. Option 3, okay, cool. I'm gonna start with the green. So it's her book tracker. Book. Gotta do this side a little thinner because it's a longer word. We'll make it fit. I learned calligraphy really just by practicing, like just by going on Pinterest. Mostly I would find like a Bible verse. I was really into watercolor at the time. Well, I wasn't great, but I was trying to learn watercolor. So I would like do a little watercolor wreath, and then I would find a Bible verse on Pinterest and just like practice lettering it until my lettering looked like the Pinterest font. But yeah, once you kind of know the key concepts of calligraphy, it just kind of takes a lot of practice to get used to, like, the biggest thing is just learning when to like shift your weight on the stroke and stuff like that. So you just gotta feel that out, which takes time. Here's my 05, there it is. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I think you might be right, Kel. I'm just not really sure. Like ivy, I guess, is the doodle that I would put there. Hey, like a little ivy sprig. YMF, they have different color options. There are many Crayolas that I love and have never been able to find a Tombow or any other marker equivalent. Like they have probably my favorite green and peach that I have ever used, but mine ran out so quick because I used them all the time. So they just have a different selection. I think technically Tombow has like 200 or something. And Crayola, well, their set of 100 obviously has 100, but then they have other sets that have unique colors, and I'm not sure what their running total is. But I love the Crayola colors, and what I would do if you're looking for a recommendation is just buy the Crayola colors, or Super Tips, sorry. Colors of the World are good too, but they're not as versatile. The Crayola Super Tips. And then, don't they have 200? Oh, maybe they don't. I feel like they do. Maybe they don't. I thought someone was saying the other day that they had bought the whole 200 pack of Tombows. But anyways, I would buy the Crayola Super Tips set of 100. And then if there are colors that you feel like you're missing, like for me, the Super Tips were missing a lot of the like very soft colors. You know, like this very soft blue, nothing like that. Or a very soft like beige or like a light gray. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to color this pot in. Or like a light gray for like highlights and stuff. Oh, 109. Well, I'm off. Sorry, guys. So yeah, if there's colors that you feel like you're missing and you need, then fill those gaps with Tombow is what I do. Oh, no worries. I was off by almost like half of the amount, so 109. Half of my amount, I should say. The only thing with bringing in the ivy is that we haven't been outlining in black until this page. Everything else has just been marker, especially the ivy. No, Stephanie, I don't have nearly all the Tombows. I have probably, I don't know, maybe 30? I just use the same ones over and over again. Like I have my favorites and I'm very much attached to them. It's just this gap here, which it is a little bit unbalanced. I think it's fine, but I can see why, you know, we could make an argument for filling the gap. Open book. What was Sherry's idea? Sherry's pretty reliable. Oh, hanging plant with ivy. Okay, well, I guess I could just do some kind of hanging plant. Fine, fine. I just don't know if I should outline all of the little ivies. Like I used a pretty thick outline on this page that I feel like doesn't super lend itself to like a more delicate plant doodle like this, but we'll see. I'm just gonna doodle it first and then we'll decide how we wanna outline it. All right, let's add a little pot in here. Okay, add some dirt in here, and then the like strings hanging down. Okay, I definitely need to outline the ivy to make it blend in. I just feel like this is a little bit thick, but maybe I'll just do it because that's what the rest of the page is. I'll just try to be lighter with my strokes. Abby, sorry, by logs, do you just mean like the total monthly pages or specifically like at the beginning of the month, the, you know, total pages monthly and weekly per month, or just the monthly spreads? I can show you in just a sec. Okay, good enough. There we go. Let me show you, AB. So the pre-made ones, yes, so for October, so every month has the title page and then an empty page that just has minimal doodles, so you can turn this into whatever page you want. So if you need more trackers, turn this into a tracker. Like if you want, you know, like a study tracker or a sleep tracker, something more specific, put that right here. Then we've got a 2-page calendar with another open section here. And again, if you're thinking specifically tracking, you could just make this a key and have like, you know, green is for tracking whatever, drinking enough water. And then you just put a dot like that beside the date each day. You can use this for tracking too. If you're thinking specifically tracking like habits and stuff, you can add more. This page here is the tracker page though. So we've got 6 normal trackers, and then this one is more of like a leveled tracker, and then a memories page, and then we get into the weeklies, and there's 5 weekly spreads. Again, open box here if you want to use that for notes or a focus or like a quote or something for the week or more tracking. Those are the different pages. Alrighty. 10:38. We got so close to finishing her journal, but I don't know if I can justify it. I'm usually very bad at sleeping, but this week has been exceptionally bad. I think I've averaged about 2 hours a night, so I really should go, even though going will not help me get more sleep. I usually, even if I end early, I just lie awake for hours. Okay, what's left is just 2026 title page, Ivy. That's it in this journal. I was going to finish Charlene's personalized journal as well, but yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow too. Get the cover page done in like, I know, that's true. I could. I just feel like I shouldn't. Okay, I'll do a flip through. So yes, this is Ivy's 2026 journal. This is what she requested for on her cover. And these are the charms that she chose. And then we haven't done her title page yet. We started with the future log for yearly spread, so she's got a 4-page future log. Timothy, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'm starting the pre-made journals on Monday, like packing those up, because like I was saying earlier, I have a ton of pre-orders to get through. And so the packing and personalizing of those is going to be starting on Monday. So tomorrow is going to be kind of a day to prepare for that kind of stuff. Oh, no worries, Sarah. Yes, so unfortunately I won't be streaming tomorrow. I don't normally on Friday. Normally on Fridays is when I do all of the gold foil and pack everything up and make a big trip to drop off at Purolator, at Canada Post. Since I only have pre-orders right now, pretty much, I mean, I'll go drop off Kelly's journal, Charlene's journal, and Nicole's. But other than that, I'm going to just focus on preparing for the rush of next week. Janice, just because she hadn't locked in how many yearly spreads she wanted when we started the journal. So I just left enough pages to fit what I thought she would need. March, we've got this little lemon Dutch door theme. April was based off of some of her son's birthday cakes. May, we did ducks and puddles. Oh, guys, I'm just going to leave them blank. I'm just going to leave them blank. Yes, Sarah, that's the thing. Even just like quick spreads end up taking a lot longer. In a good way. And like, you know, this, I set my entire evening aside to do this, you know, but tomorrow when I'm trying to squeeze in like 68 things into my son's nap, a quick half-hour live is going to quickly take over that entire time. Mermaid for July. And then for August, the prompt was birthday, so we found this cute little card on Pinterest and turned it into a journal theme. September, the prompt was baby girl. This is one of my favorite months, mostly because of the lettering. At this rate, everything that's blank will likely stay blank. Except for, I mean, I'll do her title page and her name page, but like, I used to charge the same price for a 160-page journal that I would pump out 2 of them in a week. So I'm not too concerned about leaving her a couple of blank spots. I'm sorry, guys. It's the lack of sleep. It's not anything wrong with the questions or being on live. I love being on live, but like, yeah, 2 hours a night was not an exaggeration this week, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna take care of that business in a second here. December was Christmas. These are the flip outs for our weekly spreads since we ran out of space. We got creative. Holly is like one of my favorite go-to Christmas doodles. So if I do anything, it would be Holly. But that's it. That is the journal for Ivy. Yeah, tomorrow I need to finish that. Or maybe I'll leave the last couple pages for Monday, but I want to film a flip through of Ivy's tomorrow while my sons are napping. And then also a flip through of the pre-made journals where I'm explaining all the pages for like, you know, that I can just point people to as a reference. Oh, thank you for your order. When people ask like what the different pages are and what they're used for, it would be like a more thorough, like talking through every page kind of deal. So that's those are my big things for tomorrow during my son's nap. And then I do have 4 journals that I need to gold foil and pack up and get them shipped off, and then figuring things out for next week. Thank you so much, Ab. Flip my camera. Can't even remember how to do that today. Alrighty. Yes, it does feel good to be at the end. And what great timing too, hey? Like right before the pre-made journals are actually ready to launch. But yeah, this has been such a fun journal. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Yes, Christy, I always have my phone right up here, and then I have my iPad in front of me so that I can read comments. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining. And like I said, I won't be live tomorrow. I will be focusing on other elements of this pre-made journal launch, but I will be live again on my usual schedule on Monday, and we will be personalizing all of your journal orders. So if you ordered a journal, next week is when we're going to start doing all of those, but we'll start with the earliest orders that were placed. So if you just ordered one today, unfortunately it won't be packed for a little while yet, but Instagram is the place where I'll be sharing. I guess I could try to share it to TikTok too. We'll see. Or Discord, right? We were thinking about maybe Discord. Yeah, I haven't put enough thought into that. Maybe I'll think about that tomorrow too. But yeah, I will see you guys next week to launch the journals. Thank you all so much for joining, and have a good weekend, everyone.